I used to think that as a coach, an entrepreneur, and consultant that I had to lower my prices in order to get people to buy. I kept thinking like, if I make my services cheaper, if I make my course cheaper, if I make my coaching package cheaper, then people are gonna buy. Then I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be, all these stand store notifications saying you just made $500 or you just made $1,000, you just made this. And I thought that if I lowered the price, because I thought that price was the reason that people were not buying. And I know you probably think the same thing. Lowering my prices never made people buy from me more, ever. And I've lowered my prices a lot, but it never moved the needle. It never allowed me to exceed the $2,500 months I was earning in my business or the $3,000 months I was earning in my business. And as someone whose main biggest goal is to make $100,000 a month, that's a problem. When I first started my business, I created a $100 course. I spent a lot of time creating it. I would literally be in my library, my local library. I would spend 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I would reserve rooms for hours at a time because I knew I was going to be spending a lot of time in that library working on creating my course. And I would talk about it, I would promote it, and because I had a following, I think now I have like 16,000 followers just on my TikTok alone. Hundreds of thousands of people were coming to my TikTok page every single month. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a cakewalk. All I gotta do is tell people what I have and they're gonna buy it. Because why wouldn't they? I have the audience for it, I have the volume for it, so what's going on? And it looked like my business was doing so well because of the numbers, because of the likes, the followers, the engagement, all of that. But behind the scenes, baby, behind the scenes, I was scraping by low key. I wasn't earning more than like $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month, which I know to some people that might be really great, especially because I work for myself. But again, I want $100,000 months. I didn't start a business to like make the same amount of money that I was making at my 9 to 5. But the thing is, I was so confused. I was like, okay, well, I'm so like, if all of these people are really fucking with me, they telling me how much they love my stuff. Like, so they see the value in me and my service, or not even my services, but they see the value in my content. They're saving it, they're sharing it, they're leaving comments saying, oh my God, I need this, da 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 da, oh my God, da da da, whatever. And it got to a point where I didn't even want to post content anymore. I started to resent my followers and my audience because I was just like, oh, like I'm over here struggling, scraping by. And I felt like everybody was taking advantage, which I know is not the real case now. But I felt like everybody else was taking advantage. They're getting all this free information and I'm over here scraping by. Here's what I want you guys to understand. And here's what I didn't understand. Okay, this is sales 101. The problem is not your audience. The problem is not your service, your coaching package, your guide, whatever you're selling. The problem is that you don't know how to communicate the value of your offers, your coaching programs, your one-to-one sessions. You don't know how to communicate the value of that to your audience in a way that they understand. Okay, let's break this down. People don't buy